Now, in other news, about 300 cattle are expected to be vaccinated this morning in the northwest. Agriculture Minister John Steenhuisen will oversee the drive amid intensified efforts to contain the spread of livestock foot and mouth disease. Almost 1 million doses of vaccines have been brought in from Botswana. Newzroom Afrika's Nqobile Madlala is following that story. Nqobile, you're live to us from Ventersdorp with the very issue at play there in the background of your story.
Well, definitely, Michelle. In fact, the kettle that is behind me, from the people that we spoke to a little earlier on, they already told us that it is struggling from the foot and mouth disease. Now, I want to stand on the side so you can see more of what's taking place. So basically, what we understand is that today they're going to ensure that they vaccinate some of these kettles. It's not the only one. Already, the officials have come in. They've told them not to actually move and not to allow the cows to leave. Now, you'll remember this is part of the process, Michelle, where once they have identified an area that has a problem, they ensure that there is a way of cutting the interaction between the animals, the farm animals, so that they do not pass the disease. So as we are currently here, the veterinarian services are currently on the ground. They're also doing, just further down, you'll see that the cars that are coming in, they're actually making sure that they are clear. They are currently sanitizing some of their areas, some of the cars that are coming in, and we understand that's where the minister is going to be coming in as well. So there you go. You've got some cows now coming in as well. And we know that this area is also going to be used for vaccination for various places or various animals, farm animals that are going to come in here. Now, the major issue with this, Michelle, is that it impacts the business of ensuring that there is meat. And we know that once so many cows are affected, others actually do die from it, and especially the calves. And at the same time, you find that some of them also have issues with regards to milk because it stops them from creating milk. Some for a little bit of time, but later on, others don't actually get a chance to be able to do that. And this is significant industry that is required by a lot of South Africans. But also at the same time, we know that in the international community, it affects us quite badly. And at the same time, Michelle, we know that this is nothing new. In fact, the minister has said that the only way to be able to fight it is to ensure that each province is able to fight it separately, which is what we have seen in the Western Cape. They're currently FMD free. We've also seen some areas like Limpopo, some areas like Northwest as well, fighting this virus. But we know that one of the major areas that have been affected is Gauteng as well as KZN. We know that Eastern Cape at the moment has also been less affected now as they are trying to fight the FMD. But it's nothing really that affects only South Africans. It's an international disease, which we know that it has various strains. And as a result, that's why we got to get to some of those vaccines from Botswana, which we understand that they create those vaccines for basically the entire continent. So we are going to expect to see that from the minister to give us details as well with regards to Indaba that they had. What is the plan going forward and how are the numbers looking? But at the moment, we know that over 500,000 vaccines have been distributed.